Okay, Peach Maths back with another video. This time it's an exam style question. It's part of a series ready for the summer examinations. Okay, so distance time graphs, and let's read the information above rather than get straight into looking at the graph. Okay, so we see here Emily's drove to the beach, she stayed at the beach, and then she drove back home. Here is the graph of Emily's journey. Okay, when you read that, it sets the scene in your mind of what's happening. All right, so when we look down here, she sets off at 2 o'clock. She gets to the beach. She stays at the beach for some time, then she comes back to where she started from. And you can see here, she starts at 2 o'clock and finishes at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so that's how it looks. Now, we look at the scale here, go from 30 to 40, it's a 10 jump, so each gap is worth 1, and it's in miles, so each gap is worth 1 mile. Going along, going up in 30 minutes, so you've got a jump here of 30 mins. Okay, you've got 10 gaps in between, so 30 divided by 10 is 3 minutes per increment. Okay, so each little gap is worth 3 minutes. Right, let's get into the questions. So, question A, for how many minutes did Emily stay at the beach? Okay, so we can see here, when she gets to the top, the flat line means that you've stopped. Okay, for a rest, when you get to your journey at the beach, you stop at the beach. Okay, now that means that the distance has stopped, but the time keeps going. So we can use our ruler here to avoid any mistakes. So we can see, go over it there. Okay, it's in the middle of 2:30 and 3 o'clock. So the break started at 2:45. Okay, or 14:45. Then, when the flat line stops, and your break has stopped. So she sets off home from the beach at 4 p.m. o'clock or 16. So you want to know how many minutes from there to there. Right, so if you add on 15 minutes, you get to 3 o'clock and another hour. So it's 1 hour and 15 minutes. The answer is 1 mark and it asks it for in minutes. So that's 60 plus 15 is 75 minutes. Okay, so question B. What was the total distance travelled? Now we can see here, you start off at 0 miles and you go up to this line here. Alright, it's 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 35 miles to the beach. Okay. Now it asks for the total distance travelled. Okay. Now, the total distance, it's 35 miles there, plus the 35 miles coming back. Okay. Another minute there. So that's 70 miles in total. Okay. Common error here is to just put the 35 going there and they forget to come back. Now, question C, a toughish one. What was Emily's average speed on her journey to the beach? Alright, that is this journey here. Now, speed equals distance divided by time. So draw your formula triangle. So it's distance divided by time. She has travelled 35 miles and we divide that by the time taken. Now the time taken from 2 till 2:45 is 45 minutes, and it wants it in miles per hour. So we're dividing that by 45 and put it out of 60. All right, it's in hours. Then on your calculator, you're going to do 35 divided by 45 out of 60 gives us 46.7 miles per hour.